of the scratch, it starts on the front passenger side door and runs all the way along the back door to the rear quarter panel. It starts off fairly light and gets worse as it gets along. Now, on the front door, we're first going to try just the polishing paste to start with, rather than trying the wet and dry, to see if we can get away with just using this. As you can see, a couple of minutes with just the number 1 polishing paste and we've completely removed the scratch altogether. Now we should go back to that and apply the number 2 polish, just to give that a nice gloss finish as well. On the rear door here, we're starting off again to see can we get away with just the number 1 finishing paste, and as you can see, the scratch is being removed very easily. We can see here we're just starting to pick up the scratch again. Now the scratch is at its worst on the rear 3/4 panel here. It's really deep. We're just going to give the panel a quick wipe with just a normal cloth to clean the dirt off here. You can feel with your thumb, if you can feel the scratch with your thumb, then you know that the scratch has gone through the paint and into the primer. So we're going to try the wet and dry here. It's important, very important, that you use plenty of water when you're using the wet and dry, and only use the wet and dry in as small an area as you can along the line of the scratch. Once we've used the wet and dry, we are drying the panel off just with a cloth. You can see that the scratch has been removed slightly, but we've got a dull line along the line of the scratch where the wet and dry paper has dulled down the paint. So we're going back to the number 1 polish and applying that in a circular motion. Now we're going to go to the finishing paste, number 2, and do the same again. As you can see, we've more or less removed the scratch. There's still a section in the very centre where the scratch was at its deepest. We've reduced the effect of the scratch, but it's not gone completely. So just moving along the car from the front to the back, we're just starting to pick up the scratch. You can see we're pointing it out here. Still visible, but ever so much great improvement.